Sorry. Is that how we're starting?
What? Yeah, it can be.
I guess. Welcome.
The world can be space, guys.
Exactly. We're talking about space today because apparently Katy Perry went into space for like 5 seconds.
Katy Perry went to space?
You didn't know about that?
No, I actually... I did not know about that. Okay.
Well,
Regale me, please.
Oh.
Did she go on the Jeff Bezos cruise?
No. So, okay, here's what I know. Here's what I know. So, apparently, Katy Perry just went to space for, like, what, a couple seconds? And then just went back down and, like...
How did she get there?
I don't know. She just took, like, a little small trip. And that's
in, like,
it.
a hot air... Like, one of those weather... Gummy bears.
No, I think, like, an actual spaceship and just came down, like, pretty quick. Just, like a little, like, round trip.
This is like one of Elon Musk's fucking stupid-ass stunts that he pulls. Like, when he launched a car into space.
Did he do that?
You remember that? That was like one of the first things he did. People were like, oh my god, he's so quirky and funny.
I didn't know that.
That was when he actually did space stuff, and now he's I don't know what the fuck is happening with him anymore. He bought Twitter, and it was just... the plane crashed in the ground and started boring to the middle of the earth, bro.
Oh, no. And then he went into, like, what, presidency with Donald Trump? Something like that?
Yeah, he's the secondary president of the United States of America. No, he's like, I don't know, he's like...
I don't know, he's like Donald Trump's, like, right-hand man.
He's like secretary of the internet or some shit. I don't remember what it was.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about space. And I brought Katy Perry up because she actually did do that. And,
when did she do that?
Not, like, a few months ago, or... I could be wrong, but...
Oh, I didn't hear about that. I found it.
But, like, no, what's funny is that she just went down there for, like, a couple of seconds, went back down, and then just started, like, kissing, like, the ground, like... like, she's been there for 8 months.
That's...
Unlike unlike the actual astronauts that have been there for, like, what, 8 to 10 months?
Yeah, they go for, like... Sometimes they go for, like, years. Which is crazy. I couldn't imagine being in, like, a cramped space for years.
And it could be, like, a couple weeks for them.
Right? And was literally... What?
I think that's how time is in space. If you...
We got another one on camera, folks. Fabian does not know how relativity works.
Wait, what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Isn't how, isn't if you go up in space for, like, what, long periods of time, so you lose all track of, like, time? Like, if, like, for example, you go up there for, like, what, a few months, it could be, like a year? Or somewhere around that? Like, oh, like, a couple months up there could be, like, a few years.
Are you getting this idea from Interstellar?
From what?
Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this idea from?
Movies.
What? Okay, all right.
I get a lot of info from movies.
Since we're talking about space, this is relevant. Einstein's theory of relativity, this is what you need to know. The faster you're going, or the closer to light speed that you're traveling, the more time slows down around you, right? So...
Fair enough.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of, like, you were so confident when you're saying, so I was like, they could be up there for, like, a couple of years. I couldn't imagine that. And, like, isn't it, like, a couple weeks for them?
That's what I thought.
What the okay, sorry. Anyway, space, relativity, faster you're going, more time seems to slow down. Yeah. You know, so if you take a trip around the sun at light speed, I can't remember. Was it around it doesn't matter. It's speed. So light speed travel around the sun, right? For your perception of time, you're gone for a year. You have an exact twin who is on Earth living their normal life, right? They, like, if you're traveling at like 99.9% of light speed, right? You travel for a year. That would be farther than the sun. But I digress. Once you get back from your perceived year, then your twin, I can't remember which way it was. Oh, no, it was traveling around like a black hole or I don't even know what I'm talking about. But if they're traveling around the Earth, it's like maybe the difference of like a couple minutes or seconds or something.
Oh, that's how it is?
So, yeah.
Oh.
So, I mean, they're still perceiving.
I don't know where I got that info from.
Yeah,
My mistake.
No, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I think I was talking about something different, but it's kind of related to that.
But
It was gravity. It was gravity.
Gravity.
It was gravity, not speed. Well, it's speed and gravity, but whatever.
But yeah,
Space.
That's what happened with like Katy Perry like recently. But like
Yeah, she
more
went up there
important-
for 8 months, and it was actually only an hour in our time, and she was like, "Jesus Christ, guys, I've seen horrors, unimaginable horrors,
like you-
Yog Sothoth from fucking
He's
deep
like,
space."
it's the same day.
She's like, "I've been up there for years. I've been up there for years." It's like, Katie, calm down.
But,
Anyway.
No, but like whatever like. There's always some people asking like, are aliens real?
Yes.
Oh, what is it? Are we the only ones?
No.
Are the only ones?
No.
No.
There's no way. Okay, I'm one of the believers of there's no way that the universe is this big and there's not aliens somewhere.
Or like,
right?
I mean, there's like other planets or stuff like that.
Yeah.
At least habitable planets.
Yeah. I mean, they've found a couple ones where it's like possible for life.
Aren't they trying to make it Mars like habitable?
They like terraforming it. Is that what you mean? Like changing? Do you know what terraforming means?
No.
Terraforming. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of explaining words. Terraforming, for those who don't know, is when you change a landscape to be from uninhabitable to habitable, which means like,
That's possible?
for example, yeah, like in theory, but like it's hard, in theory. But like it's like if you turn a volcano into like a little oasis, it's kind of like that.
Like Hawaii?
Yeah. So like if you turned a volcano into Hawaii.
I guess that makes
Yeah.
somewhat sense.
Because like you jump into a volcano, you die. But if you terraform it first and then jump into it, then it's like a hot spring. So there's a whole process. That's like skipping probably about 1,000,000 steps there. But you gotta remove the lava. You gotta fucking
But no, like I always feel like aliens do exist, but I feel like they won't like just come here.
I think they hate us. I think we're barbarians.
Just imagine like someone's like someone would lose all of reality if if aliens are real.
I could imagine that. Like
I would be like, I'm fucking freaking out. Hold on.
I'd
the whole thing is a lie.
I'd be a little freaked out if also.
How much processing?
Yeah, because I mean, like it's a lot of information, because like they have a whole different civilization.
They do.
Presumably, unless every single life form, unless humans are the apex of evolution, and then every other alien life form that makes it off of their planets is just also looks like humans.
Or like, who knows?
That would be
maybe,
crazy.
Maybe there could be a planet where like the evolution of like humans are like backwards, like from us being people to like apes.
So like a planet. So that was that reminds me. Futurama had an episode like that where it was like a planet of really really smart gorilla like primates. I love Futurama, guys. You should watch Futurama. Please watch Futurama. It's so good. But there's an episode where they go to a planet and they got a human zoo and it's run by monkeys, and it's like Futurama's like, it's funny because they're monkeys and we put monkeys in zoos, and it is pretty funny. You gotta watch it. But
what if we were if some of us were like taken, like abducted and like put in zoos in another planet?
Earth is a zoo.
Earth is the whole circus.
Do you ever wonder why they never post pictures? They never post videos of people in space. They never do that. They don't do that. It's not real. It's all a fake. It's all fake. The moon landing, that was filmed in Hollywood, brother. That's not real. All those pictures of space you see on the internet, that picture of a black hole they made, it's Photoshop. It's someone's asshole contrasted onto a background, and they were like fucking idiots, these fucking stupid bastards.
No, what reminded me whenever some people actually thought like the moon was made of cheese.
That is crazy. But that was like when they didn't know.
Oh, isn't
no
that like
one-
before the moon landing?
Yeah, that was before we went to the moon, or we had like things that we could see the moon.
I don't
in
know.
high
Like maybe
detail.
people still believe like the moon is made of cheese. Like how there's still some flat earthers.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe some people are like the moon's fake. No, actually, I know some people are like, because I've seen those conspiracy theories. We should make a separate episode about conspiracy theories because I wanna look up some up and get some topics
That's
there.
like a whole.
That's a whole other video though. But space, the moon isn't real. Yeah.
Do you believe the moon is real?
The moon's fucking real, bro. No, I'm
at a point where I'm just like taking you seriously. I'm just like, wait, you actually don't think the moon is real?
Dude, I could gaslight you so hard right now. Space, it's a backdrop. We're in a fucking sphere of glass, brother. Nothing's out there. It's just void.
That's
God created us 200 years ago, and evolution isn't real. None of that's real.
I wonder how like Christianity, or like God, and space could like go together. Just like if some people said God made the world.
Well, I mean, I think it's Christianity's interesting to me because like there's a lot of contradictions, and I respect Christianity because like it's neat, it's cool stuff. I'm not saying I don't believe in any of it because there could be something. But, I won't say that it's exactly how the Bible described it, but I won't say it's not. I wasn't fucking there. So, I can't confirm or deny. I'm not Jesus Christ, okay? I'm sorry. But, like, I think it's cool. I think religion in general is cool. And I see why people study it so much. Those, like, theologists. That's another video. Space. Back to space. We're getting off track. Space is very cool. Have you ever thought about how big space is?
It's like
Think about it.
Because like aren't we
try
like
to conceptualize infinity in your head.
I get it, but like isn't like aren't there like different universes?
There could be.
Yeah, there could be like different universes. It's just like
the multiverse theory.
Yeah, I don't know if like the multiverse is actually real.
Every choice you make creates a new reality.
Yeah, or like your dreams could be like you from like a parallel universe.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, but like the thing is, there's also a difference like between like different universes or like different like dimensions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about multiverse theory to debate anything, but my favorite one is that, like, not every choice makes a different reality. It's just, like, there's a bunch of different realities already there. Isekai animes? I like that idea where, like, if you die or something, since energy can't be created or destroyed, your fucking, like, vaporwave soul gets transferred to a different reality. I like that, like, God fucking dunks your soul into the next world. I like that idea where, like, all of the different universes are, like, completely different in style and everything else. But, like, yeah. So, your choices don't matter. When you die, you'll just go to a new reality, so fuck it. Just do whatever you want.
That kind of leads into, like, reincarnation.
I love reincarnation. Reincarnation is one of my favorite things.
Because some people don't believe it, or like if we die, we die. Or like there's heaven or hell.
I get the idea,
but that's another different story.
Yeah, that's more religion stuff. But like, anyway, so I guess reincarnation. I should save that topic for later.
For space, it's just like, hey, something could be out there. Like there could be another civilization.
I hope
far.
so. I want Star Trek to start being real.
Or like there could be like somewhere far. Like I don't know how far. What's the farthest that any astronaut have we gone?
I think probably just the moon. I don't think we've sent any manned missions past that.
Or just like, hey,
We've gotten-
we're gonna use you as like a test subject, okay? You say goodbye to your family, say goodbye to like your social life, okay?
Are you suggesting we just strand someone out in space just for the sake of science?
I don't know, like, hey, you're gonna be the sacrifice for the whole world, okay? You will be deemed as a hero. As
Honestly, that would be sick. Just having a guy travel out in space.
That could be someone's purpose. It's like, hey, you don't need to get married. Well, you don't need to, but like, you don't have to have a family. But like, hey, say your goodbyes. Say goodbye to Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a chance. Actually, you probably will not come back.
Yeah, we'll just.
We'll send you there.
Not even you. You probably won't. You won't.
You won't.
We're just gonna send you in a straight line through space, and we're just gonna see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
I would totally enjoy that, because then, like, imagine being just sent just away from Earth, like millions of miles away from anything you've ever known before. That would be sick. That's what, like, people in, like, 300 used to... Not the movie. Like, the year. When people like Columbus... Imagine just sailing on a ship and being like, I'm just gonna sail until the world ends. And just, like, you're like, fuck, I'm leaving everything. I'm just gonna go adventure.
I'm sailing to tomorrow, whatever that is.
That's some indomitable human spirit type shit, bro. Just sailing into the unknown.
That's terrifying.
It's terrible. I think it would be cool, though. I think it would be cool for, like, the first day. And then after that, when you realize, like, I'm not coming back, then I'd be like, oh, shit.
There's going to be a time where, like, at the future, it'll be like, oh, yeah, flying cars, where we get to it. But, like, first, like, flying cars, and then, like, intergalactic travel.
Intergalactic travel would be sick, though.
That would be sick.
Imagine boarding, like, a space train.
A space train,
dude. That would be fucking awesome.
From like Earth to Mars, like or teleportation, like instead of like going from like one state to another, like intergalactic like teleportation.
You're like, oh, I gotta go visit my grandma on Mars.
Or like in Adventure Time, they do that.
Yeah, no, because I remember that episode. I haven't seen all of Adventure Time, so no big spoilers, but I've seen that episode where they just go to space, and they're like on a different planet. Don't they have? Isn't Distant Lands? Isn't that one the one where there's like a lot of space stuff?
I haven't seen Distant Lands.
I know. I don't remember how long that one was, but I know it's Adventure Time, and they go to like it's like a bunch of different planets and shit.
There was at one point where like a regular show went into space.
Yeah, that was like near the end of the season, right?
Yeah, that was like the last season.
Yeah. And how old is it? Regular show's pretty old at this point. I think everyone knows.
It's been like a couple years.
Sorry if I spoil you on this, but Pops is like the god of the universe or some shit.
He's I imagine prodigy.
I imagine someone's like watching episode 1 of Adventure Show, and they like click on our video, and they're like, what? Pops is God? And it's like, oh, my bad, bro. My bad. I just spoiled this shit out of you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's like,
but
just watch the show.
I don't know. Like, I don't think about space too much.
I love space. I don't think about it too much either, but like when I do,
like if there's aliens, I hope it's like okay, but like us being the humans that we are, we're probably gonna like shoot it down like it's a wild animal.
Yeah,
and like experiment on it.
The thing is, that's the thing though.
Like either there's like good aliens or bad aliens.
It doesn't matter. We as the kind of species we are,
we get too curious.
Yeah, and like we as people know that would be wrong, but like the governments of the world, someone's gonna fucking blow up that spaceship, bro. They're gonna be like, we come in, and it's gonna be over.
Shoot it down.
Right? I also would love to see if like aliens have like lasers or like crazy shit like that. Like,
or just
as
like
weapons.
Or like advanced technology that we don't have.
Right? Like energy shields, shit like that.
That would be cool.
Because imagine we send a fucking like nuke at them in the sky and it blows up, and then we're like, got those alien invader bastards. And then the ship just goes, fucking War of the Worlds.
Like nothing happened.
And then they're just like, all right, we tried. And the kids blow up the planet. Just like a little tiny laser goes, meow. And we're like, those fucking idiots done it, and then the world explodes.
Like from within.
Yeah, and it just goes, and but it's like that. It just like the camera zooms out, and then the world just goes, and it just disappears.
Yeah, because like, for example, the sun. Like, imagine if the sun explodes. We wouldn't know until 8 seconds later.
It's minutes.
8 minutes later.
It's like 7 minutes.
Oh.
Seconds. See, that wouldn't be as scary if it's like, you know, but like minutes. Like, imagine the sun just disappears, right? The speed at light travels, you know, the speed limit of the universe, that's how far away the sun is. Light takes 7 minutes to travel to Earth.
Has a blue moon ever happened in this world?
Yeah. Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon? How often is that?
It's like very rare. It's like once every, I don't know. Let me see. How often? Hey, Google. How do I use this? I haven't used my...
Tap the mic.
Is it? Oh, I suppose I can.
A fresh start. To help you get the most out of our collaboration, could you tell me a little more about...
Shut up.
I don't want a fresh start. I didn't want to...
Hey, Gemini.
Is it Gemini? Mine
hey, Gemini.
Mine wants Hey Google. Oh, I like your app thing. Your app... whatever.
Oh, the way how I was like, I did it?
What was the question?
What, like, how often does the blue moon come?
Blue moon, that's right it was. How often does a blue moon happen? Oh, he just looked it up for me. Once every 33 months. Oh, it's actually decently 41 times per century, or about 7 times every 19 years. Now you know.
Really?
So, okay, so it happens decently often compared to, like, other celestial events. You know, so not too bad. I thought they were way rare. I thought it was like once every 1,000 years or some shit.
What about a red moon?
Red moons happen pretty often.
They happen, yeah.
Because I've seen a couple. There was one recently that was really red. And I don't remember why. I remember there was a reason. Like the position of the moon and the earth was like specific. And it was like, this is as red as the moon can get. And we were like, oh my God, pretty. You know?
And it's like dark red. I'm just like, oh boy.
I love the moon.
What's funny?
You know what's fucked up about the moon though?
What?
It's so bright at night that it fucks up how we can look at stars. You know?
Kinda?
And it also blocks a lot of them because of how close and big it is.
Oh, because of the moonlight?
Well, that and then just like the position of it. We can't look behind it.
I guess.
It's locked.
What I also remember is that some people thought that, like,
gravitationally locked.
some people thought that, like, when the eclipse happened, the world was gonna end. It's like a sign.
The eclipse?
Yeah. Or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, every time.
I mean, yeah. I think it's funny, though, because, like, I guess it doesn't happen that often, but, like, it happens often enough, I feel like there would be stories where it'd be like, oh, yeah, this crazy shit happened in the sky, and...
Well, the eclipse happened.
Now, I feel like people would... Man, that is crazy to think, like, people, like, old civilizations were like, if you look at the moon when it's doing this thing, you will go blind. Because they looked at eclipse without, like, you know, like, we wear eye protection now because we know.
Well, yeah.
But, like, imagine seeing the moon go black with a red ring around it, and whenever someone looks at it, they go, ah! And then just, like, go blind.
Just like...
Imagine the cosmic horror.
You're permanently blind. Just permanently.
Yeah, because it just fries your fucking retinas. because it's sunlight reflected over it, so it's concentrated right in your fucking eyes. But, like, imagine that. Imagine being like, don't look at the sun! Don't look at the moon! It'll kill you! Like, how ominous would that be? The sun just starts going black. I would be so scared. I'd shit my pants.
I'll be like, oh, well, this is it now.
Yeah, like, I'd be like, well, God has become angry, and he's going to blow up the earth now. It was fun while it lasted.
Blow up the earth.
Yeah.
Safe.
But I get it, because, like, when you don't understand something, and it's, like, celestial like that, like the sun turning black, yeah, I'd be fucking scared out of my mind, too. I'd think God is coming directly for me. and he's gonna personally kick my ass. Like,
And everyone else is collateral damage.
right? Like, I'd be like, holy shit, it's the end of the world.
It's like that one movie, like This Is the End, with
Yeah.
like Seth Rogen and everyone else.
Yeah, where the moon crashes into the earth. Didn't that one?
Wait, what? The moon crashes to the earth? No, I thought it was just hell just happened and then like a fucking monster.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah.
I think Seth Rogen was in another. No, it wasn't Seth Rogen. It was another guy, I think. But no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell just opened. No, I remember that movie. I watched that. It was kind of funny. It was one of those celebrity movies where they're just like, look at all the celebrities that we got in the movie.
Yeah, I know.
And it was like, wow, that was
Hey,
awesome.
Cool.
They're like, Alan, what is his name? Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk? I
He's
don't
a-
know. All I
he's a-
remember was like, well, Michael Cera, Kevin Hart, Rihanna.
Michael Cera just got dragged away by demons, and they were like, "How crazy is that?" Like looking at the very self-aware movie, but also it was bad. It was all right.
Yeah, and I think this is where we will end this episode.
Are we cutting it off now? But we so much space. There's so much space to talk about.
What else can you think of?
I'm gonna blow up your house. Sorry, violent tendencies. My bad.
I think that's what we thought about space. I think we think that aliens might be real.
That was the only coherent thought we had this entire episode was maybe aliens are real.
Maybe.
And then the rest of it was just what if the sun blinded you and God wanted you to repent for your sins.
It's funny how we got there.
Yeah, I mean it's just like celestial horror. Speaking of like, I love celestial horror. That's like a good ending note. Celestial horror is crazy because they're like, what if something incomprehensible happened and like a creature dwarfed the earth and just grabbed it and threw it like a baseball. Actually, that's a good ending question. What would you do? What would you do if a creature just came out of the blackness of space and it just floated over, grabbed the earth, and just like threw it out of the solar system? Like what would you do?
Oh, another question. What's the first thing in your mind that comes to mind if you meet an alien? What is the first thing?
I'm gonna do the Macarena. That's the first thing I'd do. I'd be like, holy shit, an alien. I'm not the puedo, era Macarena. Era casa buena. I'm not the puedo, era Macarena. Macarena. And I shake my ass in front of them. And then they'd be like, holy shit, you got the Macarena too? And we're like, brother, we invented it. And they're like, God, motherfucking damn. And then we'd be best friends. And that's the story of me and Glip Glorp.
Glip.
This is my best friend in the whole world, bro. Glip Glorp.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Comment down if you died tomorrow. Hypothetical there. You just think about that. What if I killed you?